Hello everyone, my name's Jessica Mifa Kim, and today I'm going to be presenting an article about the effects of change in racial identity and self-esteem on changes in African American adolescents' mental health by Jelani Mandra, Noni Gaylord Hardin, and Brian Rexdale, and Marcy Richards as well. So this article discusses how developing a strong racial identity among African American adolescents is correlated to lower levels of self-esteem and depressive symptoms by studying 259 African American participants in 6th and 8th grade. 100 male students and 159 were 9 were female students. The researchers found that an increase in racial identity was associated with decrease of depressive symptoms and higher rates of self-esteem, which I thought was interesting. Overall, the article highlights the important concept that racial identity is a critical and really important aspect of mental health development in adolescence. And particularly for the African American adolescent population. And so by administering a self-report survey, it was measuring the student's self-esteem and depressive symptoms along with each student's self-disclosed racial identity. The researchers confirmed their hypothesis about the link between mental health and racial identity. So the researchers measured depressive symptoms on the Children's Depression Inventory scale, where 1 equals I am sad once in a while, and up to 3 was I'm sad all the time, and 2 would be in between those two. They measured anxiety based on the state trait anxiety inventory for children, a 20-item measure in which youth rate with the frequency of their anxiety on a scale from 1 being hardly ever, and 3 being often, and 2 being the in between that. Last, they measured the racial identity based on a subscale that measuring affirmation and belonging in regards to the youth's racial pride and identity. For example, they measured the racial identity where subscale questions like, I have a lot of pride in Black people, or I have a strong sense of belonging to Black people in the community, and I feel strong attachment towards Black people, or, I'm happy to be a member of the Black community. The researchers highlighted that there is not much evidence about what age racial identity begins to develop, which I thought was interesting, and what stage it starts to affect in one's mental health. So in the end, researchers found some differences between genders within the African American adolescent population, and the correlation between racial identity and mental health were stronger for African American males than they were for females, which I thought was also very interesting. This research showed that overall that developing a more prideful and positive understanding about one's racial identity for adolescent African Americans could be associated with more positive mental health. The researchers believe that the racial identity is associated with mental health because it may help African American adolescents avoid internalized negative stereotypes about themselves and their own identity. Basically, a strong racial identity may allow adolescents not to internalize the false belief that they experience discrimination due to the shortcomings of their racial group. So this is the article that I picked. Thank you for listening and watching, and I would love some feedback on your thoughts about this article, and I'm looking forward to hearing everyone else's videos and the articles they choose. All right, thank you.